Hello, Marcos.
Hello, teacher.
Wow, you're early today. What a miracle. What happened?
It's a miracle.
Yes. What happened? You didn't stop to eat your tapioca?
No,
Tapioca? No?
no, because this I'm here to.
Ah, okay, I understand. Hello, Carol again. Hello,
Hi, teacher. How Marcos, Gabriel, Mario?
Hello, Carol. How are you?
Hello.
I'm fine, and you?
Gabriel is eating again.
Ah, Ava.
This guy has become a frequent learner, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Teacher,
Yes, Carol.
can I ask you something? I have one doubt. Do you remember that we studied the expressions? I don't remember exactly the name, idioms.
Idioms.
Yes. It's possible we have the other meaning for one idioms. For example, rip-off. I was seeing a series today, and watching a series today, and I have this doubt because the meaning of the rip-off, I think it's a little different. Is in the sense that
of what?
When one person, I don't know how can I explain that in English. Oh my gosh. Teacher, I can explain in Portuguese. I can say in Portuguese. Enganar, the same like this. It's possible.
I'm going to be honest with you. It would be necessary to see the context, okay?
Okay.
Because it is, of course, sometimes it's used in other senses, but
can be in other sense. Okay.
Yes. Let me see if I can find any other possible meanings for rip-off.
The same a trick with another person.
To cheat someone?
Yes, exactly.
Pegadinha is called prank in English, okay?
Prank.
Prank. But let me see all the possible meanings for rip-off for you. The most common is when something is very, yes, it can be also a fraud, okay?
Fraud. Okay, I understood.
Yeah, but the idea, okay? The idea is always overpriced, understand?
Yes. But in this case, this is the case, involved money.
Yes, because
okay.
It also means a fraud, okay? A confidence trick, okay?
Okay.
Or, for example, an inferior imitation of something, okay? For example, it is very funny. I was very disappointed because I will show you here. I was walking in New York,
okay.
and I saw this sweatshirt, okay? It was a bargain. It was a good price, but I bought at a Gap store, understand?
Yeah.
And I felt really bad because when I came back to Brazil, I realized that you could find these in all the sidewalk vendors, understand?
Yeah.
Selling imitations of these at a very cheap price. That is also a ripoff, understand?
Okay, understood.
So it's a fake product, understand?
Okay.
Not an original one. Like my brother says, this is acronym for gay and proud, okay? So, yes, I avoid using it, only at home now, okay? I don't want to go out.
Come on, teacher.
No, because
I heard the same about this brand.
Brand, yes, you see? So that's why I only wear it at home now, understand? And to go to sleep.
The name of the brand?
It's Gap. But my brother is my brother said it means gay and proud. Okay.
My brother said,
Yeah, it's my brother. I actually have two brothers, and one of them is a joker. So he's always pulling my leg, understand? And he saw me wearing a t-shirt and he said, "Oh, you are so gay and proud." I said, "What are you talking about? That is a t-shirt." Okay. And I thought, okay, I better stop wearing these, okay? For the sake of my children, grandchildren, okay? Hello, Luana, how are you?
Hey, you. I was trying to connect, but I couldn't. I was here.
Oh, and I was looking
Fine.
forward to see your long, crispy hair again. You just tied it
No,
up.
yeah, not today, teacher. Not today.
Yeah, no date yesterday, huh? So it's normal.
Yeah, there are hard times for a single lady.
Oh, I can
And the
imagine
choir.
that. No more kissing around, huh?
Yeah, you know, hard times, hard times.
Yeah. Isa, on the other hand, is still with the wet hair. Huh, Isa?
Yeah. It's
Just washed your
right.
hair, huh?
Exactly.
Okay.
She's even better. She's going on a date later after the class.
It is
I wish.
possible. Yeah, it's possible.
It's true.
Yeah, it's my notebook.
Yes. Yes. I'm wondering when I'm going to see Marcus with his long, crispy hair like that too, Marcus.
Oh, I cannot agree with you, teacher. I don't have this kind of hair. Sorry.
No. Oh,
Sorry
okay.
to disappoint you.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Hello, Raquel. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good, good. Okay, guys, let's finish yesterday's class. So if we have time. Oh, Vitor is back. Hello, Vitor.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. How about you, my friend? Are you 100% full of beans?
Yes, I'm pretty good this week.
All right. I'm very, very good to hear that. Okay, it's very nice.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's start talking about yesterday's class. I remember some of the new words you had some trouble guessing their meaning. Some of them you were very good guesser. But let's understand all of them today and learn new vocabulary, okay? So here, that was the first one. I have to practice my English because we have two, here is with, okay? The American branch this week, okay? So I think it was Luana that said this, the correct answer was collaborate, okay?
No, not just me. I just read the first one, but some other people said that was collaborate
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pay attention to the note here. Carol, can you read the note, the idea here?
The idea here is to work together, to help each other, so the word collaborate fits better in this case.
All right, so whoever said the answer was collaborate was absolutely right, okay? This is the best word that we could use at this point, okay? Like I have to practice my English because we have to collaborate with the American branch this week. Understand the use of branch in this case?
Yes.
Yes. It's like a subsidiary, okay? All right, let's go to number 2, okay? Okay, now, Raquel, could you please read the number 2, the answer and the explanation, please?
Okay. What do you think is the optimum time to go to bed at night? Optimum is the best possible choice because it means the best, the correct time to go to bed. Original would not express the same idea.
Excellent, Raquel. Good reading. Any problem about this? So the answer, whoever said it was optimum was right, okay? Of course, if you say, what do you think is the best time? It's the same. We're just learning new vocabulary. That's why I decided to use optimum time, okay?
Okay.
Wagner, can you read number 3, please?
For sure. Good evening, all. When he told me about his experiences during the war, I realized how resilient kids are.
How resilient kids are. Yes.
And the answer, the best fit here is resilient, which means able to survive under difficult or extreme situation. Resistant would not express the same idea.
All right. Any problem about this? So this word is very commonly used. Even in Portuguese, I've heard lots of people talking about resilience, resilience. That's what we all need during this difficult period we are going through, okay? A lot of resilience, okay? Any question about this or no?
No.
No.
Marcos, could you please read number 4?
Okay. It made me really annoyed when my dad scoffed at my idea to interview the president.
Okay.
Scoffed is the best possible fit in this case because it means laugh at the
laugh at me.
Laugh at me with a certain sarcasm, irony. On the other hand, scammed would not be a good fit because it means to cheat someone in order to get some benefits from them.
Okay.
Wow.
You see, scoff it is when you listen to something and you go like, ha, ha, ha. No way. You are scoffing. Understand? Scoffing is when you are laughing or mocking at someone with a certain irony or even a sarcasm. You know, like, ha, interview the president. You must be joking. Understand? So that's why her father scoffed at her. Okay? Scammed is totally different. Scammed is when you play a trick on someone in order to get their money. Okay, it's like to cheat someone. Okay, Carol, this is closer to the ripoff that you saw. Understand?
Okay.
Like he was scammed. Okay, he was cheated. This is like, you know, like in Brazil, it's very common to sell lottery tickets that are winners. People sometimes give a lot of money for a winning ticket, but when they go to Caixa Econômica to receive the money, they realize that the ticket is not real, okay? It's a forgery. So they were scammed, understand? And most people feel so stupid that they don't even press charges. They don't go to the police because they feel like a perfect idiot, okay? It happens a lot. Now, Vitor, can you read number
Teacher?
5? Yes.
It's Raquel. I can say I'm a scoffed person, like I'm an ironic person.
I never heard that used in this sense, Raquel, okay?
Uh-huh.
You can
Okay.
scoff. Usually we scoff at someone when they say something, understand? Like
Okay.
when she told me she was 100% virgin, I scoffed at her, you know, like, ha, 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 ha. Okay? She's been going out with boys since she was a teenager, you know, and now she tries to tell me that she has never been with a boy. Okay? So I don't know. I never heard anyone calling himself or herself as a scoffer. Okay? But everything is possible. Okay? I'm not going to say it's impossible, but I don't know. Never heard.
Okay.
Okay. Now, who is it? Gabriel, can you read number 5?
Yes, sir. In retrospect, I should have bought stocks in Google.
Okay. So the best, I don't know why I didn't answer this one. The best possible answer here is in retrospect. Retrospect. That means thinking back, considering the choice I had in the past. I should have bought stocks. If I had bought stocks from Google, when they came out in the market, in the stock market, I would be a millionaire today. Understand? All right?
Yeah.
In retrospect, that means if I think back, if I stop to analyze the past, understand? Honesty has no use in this case, okay? All right?
Okay.
All right.
Now, who else is here?
Teacher,
What? Yes.
I figured out why Gabriel doesn't become fat when you're eating in your class.
Why?
He's always walking when he's answering. Have you seen this? I
Yes.
mean, he stay walking through the,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
have noticed that. I have noticed that. The guy must have wheels on his feet, understand? Because
Oh, I see.
he's
I see.
always on the move, okay? He can't stand still or sit still for more than a minute, okay?
Yes.
Teacher, you want to know why I'm moving?
No.
Oh, it's
I'm
still
doing
moving.
tapioca.
Treats, of course.
Probably you're going to get some more food.
I did a tapioca.
Ah, is it?
Oh,
Oh,
man, I
great.
love it. Send it to
All
me.
right. Yeah, so you're going to get Isa hungry, okay?
He's stealing from me.
Yes. Isa, can you read number 6, please?
Okay. I asked her to help me moving, but her answer was kind of ambiguous.
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 Ambiguous. Okay.
Ambiguous. Okay, thank you. The best possible words to fit in is ambiguous, which means I did not understand exactly if she's going to help me or not. Inundated, in this case, has nothing to do with the sentence.
Okay, Isa. So understand why ambiguous was the best possible answer here?
Yeah.
Because I never understood if she's going to help me or not. Her answer was, maybe it's possible. I will think about it. I will see to that. But she didn't say a yes or no. So I'm kind of confused. So her answer was ambiguous. Okay?
How did it say?
Ambiguous. There is an M there, which is nasal. Ambiguous. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Now, okay. Who is it now? Carol again? Luana?
I haven't.
Go ahead.
I haven't read.
You see, you just tied up your hair, so I just forgot about you. If you
I'm gonna release it, and then I'm gonna be famous again. Okay.
Yeah, then I'll call you all the time. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Read number 7. Speaking.
Okay. Is speaking only one language hinders me from promotion? Is hinders or hinders?
It's hinders. Hinders. Okay. We have a
Hinders is the
verb.
best.
We have a verb to hide.
Yeah, sure.
Yes,
Hinders.
but here's hinders.
Hinders is the best possible word to fit in because it has the idea of prevents me from getting, avoids my promotion. On the other hand, the word diverts has the idea of cause someone or something to change course or turn from one direction to another.
Okay. I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you yesterday that diverts or diverts, both pronunciations are acceptable, okay? Even in the United States, you have people that say diverts, and there are people that say diverts. In England, they say diverts, okay? That's more like British English, okay? And the same goes for directions or direction. Both pronunciations are accepted. But in the case of hinders, we don't have hinders, okay? And there is a very, it's interesting. Maybe you guys have not seen these. This is very basic pronunciation rule, okay? Observe something, for example. look at the screen. I'm going to write a few words here.
Right.
And I want you to pay attention. For example, the first one is right. Observe these, or try to memorize these. We have a vowel, a consonant, and a vowel, right? Oh, right. I-T-E, vowel, consonant, vowel. In the past tense, we also have the same sequence, or vowel, consonant, vowel. So, okay? And in the past participle, which is the same case of hinders, we have a sequence of vowel, consonant, consonant. So stay with me, please. Pay attention now, because this might help you a lot when you see a new word. If the word is Anglo-Saxonic, that means if you look at the word and it's not similar to any word that we have in Portuguese, when the word is similar to Portuguese, you can be sure it's not Anglo-Saxonic. It is either Latin or French or any other long word. But when it's Anglo-Saxonic, okay, if we have a sequence of vowel, consonant, vowel, the first vowel, Roberto, is, I'm sorry, I made another mistake. The first vowel is pronounced like in the alphabet. That's why we say right. The sound of the letter I in the alphabet, the sound is I. Then we say right. Okay? Now, the past tense of right is wrote. It's the same sequence, vowel, consonant, vowel. So we pronounce the O like in the alphabet, wrote. Now, when I go to the past participle, I have a vowel, TT. So I have a vowel, consonant, consonant. So in this case, if the first vowel is followed by two consonants, or the vowel and a final consonant, the vowel is not pronounced like in the alphabet, right? So this might probably help you a lot in the future when you see a new word that you have never seen before. And probably it shows you why one day you had to memorize, repeat, just to learn the pronunciation. That is not really necessary. You can look at a word. This is how the American kids learn to read. They learn this very stupid rule in the first year of school. And then when they look at a word, they know how to pronounce it. They know when to say I, they know when to say I. It's the case, for example, Mike and Mickey Mouse. We don't say Mikey, we say Mike and Mickey. Okay, we say, for example, like Luana was in doubt, hide, okay, Luana? But we say hinder or hinders, okay? Because I have vowel, consonant, consonant. And this is valid for all the vowels. We say, for example, mat, but we say mate. We say, for example, not, but we say note. Understand this? This is really important. Maybe you guys never had a chance or never heard about this. But this is a very, very simple rule. I always say, try to remember Mike, Mickey, okay? And then you will remember the sequence of the letters, okay? All right?
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
That's so important, and we never heard about it.
Thank you.
I'm sure. I'm sure. You see, it's interesting because the kind of schools that we have in Brazil, they lead you to think that you need your teacher to be always saying the words for you, and then you repeat after your teacher, and then you learn. My philosophy is a little different. If I just teach you how to survive by yourself, you will be able to learn a lot alone by reading a book, understand? Now, if you say, oh, teacher, but I know some words that don't follow this rule, you can be sure that those words are not Anglo-Saxonic, okay? So they are probably Latin, as they say, or they are French, or they are even Spanish, understand? Words that were borrowed from other languages. So they don't follow this rule. But the American words, yes, okay? That's why probably you have the numbers, okay? One day you memorize it like 5, but then we say 5th, okay? Oh, we say 5th, we say 15, not 15, okay? You can say, I know this. You know because you memorize. But now you can look and understand. You say 5, you say 5th, and you say 15, okay?
Mhm.
All right, guys. Understand this very simple rule, very simple. Just
I thought-
remember, Mike, Mickey, okay?
I understood, but I have just one doubt is when. I mean, what position?
It doesn't matter. It's usually in the middle, okay?
Oh.
It's usually in the middle,
Okay.
okay? But for example, if you see this word here, according to this rule, I should say television, okay? But of course, nobody says television. We say television. But think about this word. Isn't it similar to Portuguese?
It is.
So that's not Anglo-Saxonic, understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yes,
So
thank you.
when it's a real Anglo-Saxonic word, you can be sure, for example, the verb to bite, past tense is, how do you pronounce past tense? Bit. And the past participle?
Beating.
Bitten.
Bitten or bitten.
Bitten.
Okay? Yes, you see? It's so logical, so simple, and it's very, very childish. Write, wrote, written. Okay? And then when the students say, for example, many students say written, and then here they say written. No, it's here's writing.
Right.
And the past participle is written. Because if you see here, I have vowel, consonant, and vowel. In the case of written, I have vowel, consonant, consonant. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Yes, okay.
Very
Understand
helpful.
this? Luana, Carol, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, I am passada.
Why are you shocked? Why?
I am shocked.
I am never heard about this. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Have you ever heard about an expression that says living and learning?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank
Okay.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Years
They're
of
really mind-blowing.
memorizing going to the trash.
Yes. But you see, since I started giving classes, I always had the job of trying to teach people in the shortest period of time. Understand? So I never had like 3 years, 4 years to train somebody to travel abroad, to work abroad. I had like a month, 2 months. So I couldn't waste my time just hiding all the little secrets. Understand? I had to reveal everything at once so they would be able to survive. Understand? And that's interesting because when you stop now, if you stop now, of course, and you start thinking about 99% of the correct pronunciation you have is probably because you repeated after your teacher. But there's no need to learn by repetition. You can just look at a word and realize There are exceptions. Yes, of course. For example, I have here. Okay, I have here wind. Okay, come on, Wagner. What's the song?
I'm not remembering any song today.
I don't believe you, man. The answer, my friend,
Let me
is blowing
see.
in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Okay.
Oh, I see. I have to link one sound with the lyrics.
How many miles must a man walk down? Okay. So we have the word wind, but there is a verb wind. And they don't follow the rule. You see, wind follows the rule, but wind, no. Why? Not to confuse. Understand? So we say wind. You can say, what is wind, teacher? Well, for example, I have a watch that is, I never wear it anymore, but can you see my watch?
Yeah.
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 It is
Nice.
as old. Yeah, it is as old as the teacher, understand? So this is the kind of watch that it doesn't have a battery. I need to wind it, understand?
Yeah.
Every day, if I don't wind it, it stops, understand? So in mechanical, that's for Marcus and Wagner. We usually wind a motor, you know? When you have a bobbin, you have to wind it, okay? That is also used in this sense. That's a verb, has nothing to do with wind. Wind is not a verb. If you want to say that the wind is moving, you cannot say it's winding. You have to say the wind is blowing, okay? Not winding. Wind is another word. Understand this, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I told you that usually you laugh all the time, but sometimes you learn something, okay? So I'm glad I have just been able to explain you something new. Now, who's gonna read it now? Isa or Vitor?
Oh, okay. Vitor.
Vitor, go
I
ahead.
have to read. Okay. My ancestors came to Brazil and tried to assimilate into general Brazilian culture.
Usually we say culture.
Culture.
Okay. And that follows the rule. Oh, we don't say Q because it's U-L-T, culture.
Yeah.
But the other one is U-R-E, vowel, consonant, vowel, culture. Okay?
It's very clear now.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's what I told you. When you look at a word, even if you don't understand the word, at least you know how to pronounce the word. Now, assimilate. You can say, teacher, why is not assimilate? Because that's not Anglo-Saxonic. It's very similar to Portuguese, okay?
Okay.
So, can you read the explanation?
Assimilate is the best possible fit in this case because it means try to learn, adapt, fit in, or to learn about. On the other hand,
yes,
should be assign, pronounce assign.
S9.
S9.
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
S9, okay?
S9 means extremely stupid or foolish, which has nothing to do with the idea.
Okay, you see, S9 means stupid, foolish.
Oh.
So my ancestors were not foolish. They tried to assimilate the Brazilian culture, okay? To adapt to the Brazilian culture, okay?
Okay.
All right, understand this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Isa. Yeah. S9. S9. Not Z. Not SZ. S9. Okay? Isa, can you read number 9, please?
Yes. When the teenager hit my car at the parking lot, I couldn't believe how Nonchalant? He was.
Nonchalant, nonchalant, nonchalant.
Nonchalant.
The stress is at the chair. Nonchalant.
Nonchalant.
Yes, that's the right answer for the ones that guessed yesterday. But what is nonchalant? Oh.
Not giving a shit.
What?
Who said that? Who said that?
Raquel.
Ah, Raquel!
He was not giving a shit.
Yeah, you're learning too much with our president, okay? Today I was going to prepare a lesson based on a CNN video, but I had some difficulty, okay? I tried to talk to the IT guys from our company, and they were so busy they couldn't help me. But it was funny because if you look at CNN News, okay, there is an interview with the mayor of Manaus, okay, because the president called him a piece of shit.
I'm from Manaus, teacher.
Raquel?
Yes.
Okay, Raquel. So you can probably sign when I say this, because the president called the mayor of Manaus a piece of shit. And the CNN interviewed the mayor and said, well, what do you think about the statement made by the president calling you a piece of bling? He didn't even say the word shit at CNN. And the mayor of Manaus was furious, understand?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I saw this interview.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is in CNN today, okay? Like breaking news, okay? President calls the mayor of Manaus a piece of shit. And the guy said, Bolsonaro, I think it's time for you to resign. Resign. He repeated 4 times, okay? Resign.
I have to watch. I haven't.
Yeah, check CNN.com. It's in the headlines, okay?
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah,
watch.
I don't know if I want to though.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, understand? It's kind of funny, okay? Because the interview, the guy could not even say what the president said, understand? Not like Raquel. He said, well, the president said you are a piece of... Okay? But the mayor
There's
knew.
decorum.
Okay, Isa, can you read the definition of nonchalant?
Okay. Nonchalant is the best possible word to fit it because it has the idea of a person or thing feeling or appearing casually calm and relaxed, not displaying anxiety, interest.
That's a very difficult word. Anxiety. Anxiety.
Interest or enthusiasm. Immune has nothing to do with this situation.
Yes, like our student said, not your teacher. The guy didn't.
He was indifferent.
Yes, indifferent. Oh, that's a beautiful definition. Totally indifferent. Okay, he didn't give a shit. I mean, Raquel said that, not me. Not the teacher, okay? Teachers don't say that, okay?
Okay.
They say a piece of poo, okay? A piece of poo, okay? This is nonchalant. That means they don't care about anything. Nonchalant, okay? Nonchalant. The stress is in check. Nonchalant, okay?
Nonchalant, okay.
Carol, is it you again?
I don't know, teacher.
But go ahead and read it.
Okay. After having worked hard for more than a week, last night I slept for 9 hours. So this morning I feel rejuvenated.
Yes,
Worked. Yeah.
I feel rejuvenated. Rejuvenated. Yes, rejuvenated. See, why I don't say rejuvenated? Because it's not Anglo-Saxonic word, okay? It's similar to Portuguese, rejuvenated, all right? So what is the definition of rejuvenated?
Rejuvenated is the best possible word to be fit it because it has the idea of make someone or something look or feel younger, fresher, or more lively. Modified would not make sense in this case.
All right. Okay. So if you take a look at Wagner, he feels rejuvenated today because he's watching the class in good company. Right, Wagner? He's not
Yes.
complaining. He's not complaining about the soreness in his mouth. He is not complaining about anything today because
No, but
he's not
my mouth
singing.
is good today.
But he's not singing as well.
Yeah, he's not singing.
Yeah, he's quiet.
Maybe he's shy.
He's quiet.
Someone is shy.
He's playing the
I'm
good
just
boy.
trying to remember any song.
okay. I think it's because of the leash that is beside you. Understand? You're controlling yourself. Okay.
Oh gosh.
He wants to impress.
Yes. That's why he's not singing today. Okay. He sings every class, but today he's quiet. Okay.
Yeah.
He left the teacher singing alone, all by
Yeah,
himself.
you see, I had to sing the answer, my friend. Okay. Okay. Can you please at least read if you're not going to sing, Wagner?
Oh, for sure. After making some unnecessary comments about her weight, he was oblivious to the fact that she was embarrassing.
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Yes. Okay.
Oblivious is the best possible word to fit in because it has the idea of not aware of or not concerned about what is happening around one. He did not even notice that he got her embarrassed
Okay.
with his
remark.
remark. Yes, obvious would not be appropriate in the case.
Understand? Oblivious. You see, it's not oblivious because, of course, it's not Anglo-Saxonic. Oblivious gives the idea that you don't even notice that you said something not, I'm not even going to say politely. It was not appropriate, understand? And as a consequence, you got someone offended, okay? So he didn't even notice that. I think that making a comment about a woman's weight is something that we should always avoid, okay? Even if I am heavy and you make a comment about, teacher, you are so heavy, I don't give a poo about that, understand? But a woman, oh my gosh, okay? If you wanna, I have been married for more than 30 years. So even if my wife is a little overweight, this is something I would never mention it. I will die without mentioning it because I want to be married for another 30 years, understand? So if I mention, yeah, of course, okay. I'll never. Ah.
No, intelligent.
This is the kind of remark, clever, yes. This is the kind of remark we should never make in relation to a woman.
But I don't think just the part we shouldn't talk about someone else's weight or someone else's body. Like,
usually men don't care about, understand? When you say somebody has got a big pot belly, they say, yeah, this is just sexual corn, understand?
You need to have a big, big friendship with someone to say about it, about the body type.
Yeah. So, anyway, Gabriel, can you read number 12?
Yes, sir. One of the worst types of bullying is to ostracize someone from his or her group. Ostracize is the best possible word to fit in because it has the idea of to exclude someone from a society or a group. Found would be sponsoring someone, which would not be appropriate in the case.
Yeah, if we're talking about bullying, what usually happens is that you end up ostracizing someone. And this is probably the worst type of bullying, when a person gets ostracized from like a school group or a friends group just because of something, understand? So you kind of exclude this person, all right?
Never heard this word before.
It is very commonly used, okay? Very commonly used. Raquel, could you please read the number 13, please? It's another common expression in English.
Okay. I was going to stay home and relax, but after looking at the nice weather outside, I decided to go out for a hike. Spur of the moment. Spur of the moment is an expression that we should all be aware of and use to say that we decide to do something spontaneously. Spontaneously. A decision made at the moment. Do it to something that is affect or influenced the decision. Top would not be appropriate at this case.
Okay, here it's very easy to understand the idea here. Oh, for instance, if you ever see me in a shopping mall doing some shopping, buying some clothes, you can be 100% sure that I'm just buying because I really need it. Understand? For instance, I don't have any more pants to wear, or my pants are all worn out, or my shirts are all kind of wearing out, okay? But on the other hand, my wife goes to the shopping mall and she often comes back with some bags, and I tell her, oh, done some shopping? Yeah. Why did you get that? Ah, spur of the moment. You know, that means there is no reason. She just felt like it, not that she needs it. Understand? So spur of the moment can be used only isolated like this. Like, why did you do that? Ah, spur of the moment. That means I just felt like it. Yes, I just want it. I just felt like it. Understand? I didn't plan it. I didn't plan it. I didn't think about it. Okay, I did it as like spur of the moment. Many boyfriend, girlfriends fight usually happen because of very silly things. And we end up saying a lot of bad things. And if you stop to think about that later, you will conclude that you said those things like spur of the moment. Understand? You're not planning to offend, but you ended up offending. Ah, you see, that's another reason why Gabriel never gets fat. He keeps lifting weights all the time during class.
Oh my God, it's so
Really?
cute. Is it a girl or is it a boy?
Oh my gosh.
It's a girl. She's crying so loud that I cannot hear teacher, so I grab her.
Yeah, it's because she wanted to
She
attend
wants
the class.
to join the class.
Yes. Hello, baby.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
Let's sing.
Little girl.
I am very good at teaching kids to speak English, okay? Yeah, my granddaughter is about 2 years old and she can already sing, let it go, let it go. All right, who's gonna read number 14? Luan, I'll give you another chance, even though your hair is tied up, I'll give you another chance, okay?
Okay, I'm feeling that special today after that, but okay, I'm going to read.
Okay.
If you keep looking at your phone for too long, it can hurt your eyes. If you slouch, your body will also be hurt as well. Slouch is the best possible word to be used in this case because it has the idea of sitting, standing, being in a very awkward position, a bad posture.
Awkward, yes.
Awkward
A
position.
bad posture.
Sure. On the other hand, sling means a flexible. Sling?
Sling.
Sling. Sling means a flexible strap or belt used in the form of a loop to support or raise a weight or a bandage around someone's neck to hold his injured arm, and it has nothing to do with the sentence.
Okay, so slouch, it's becoming more and more popular nowadays to use this, because if you look around, people at their mobile phones, they sit in very awkward positions, like they are just trying to check, sitting down or even lying, but not with a nice posture. So that's the idea. If you slouch your body, that means if you continue sitting or standing in a very awkward position, you will also hurt your body, not only your eyes. Understand? A sling, on the other hand, like sometimes when you break your arm, you put a sling around your neck to hold your arm. That's called a sling. And it's very funny because the first time I heard this word in English, I immediately understood. And we don't know why sometimes we have certain words in Portuguese. Do you know that little thing that boys used to play with? Like you get a fork made of wood, you put a band made of plastic, and then you pew, you shoot things.
Estilingue.
Oh, who said the name? Isa?
Isa.
Okay, what's the name of that in Portuguese, Isa?
Estilingue.
Have you ever stopped to think about estilingue? What do you think is the origin of that?
Maybe the noise.
No, in English it's
Sling.
slingshot, slingshot,
Oh.
sling.
Estilingue.
Then the Nordestino said estilingue. Okay?
It's just a link, Yoshi.
Estilingue, Yoshi.
Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of a very common expression that I've heard a lot in the northeastern part of Brazil. I don't
Girimum.
know.
Girimum.
Yeah.
Girimo.
What a freak is this?
What does
It's
it
like
mean?
pumpkin. Pumpkin.
I
You
know,
know
it's
what
the
that
same
is?
here in Manaus.
Isa, that is
Pumpkin.
from Recife.
Yeah,
But do
girimum.
you know the origin of this word or no?
No.
Okay, our class has finished, so I'll try to say it very fast because this is probably the most amazing word in Portuguese. There was
Okay.
a time where there were many sugar plantations in Brazil, especially in the area of Recife, that were operated by English people, understand, during the colonial times, or American people. And there was a man, his name, you are not going to believe, but there is a book in Portuguese about the origin of words. The name of this director was Jerry
Oh my
Moon.
God.
All right? His name was Jerry Moon. And every time it was Halloween time, Halloween, he would get a pumpkin, carve the pumpkin to make a jack-o'-lantern, and he would put in front of his house. And the Pernambucanos would walk by and say, olha a Bob do Jarimu, olha a Bob do Jarimu.
It's because
Believe?
here we don't say abóbora. We
No,
just say
no.
girimum.
I know, but at 100 years ago, people would say, olha a borda do Jerimu. And then people started saying Jerimu, 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 and today we don't say abóbora, we say only Jerimu.
Oh my gosh.
Okay? And at the same time, another word became very common. They would throw out some parties. Some parties were only for the board of directors, only the gringos. And some parties were for all.
Forró.
Exactly.
No way.
Oh my gosh, I don't believe it.
Kidding. You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. Look at me up.
Oh.
I'm very serious. I read this
Someone told
book
me
about
this, I think it was a joke.
I read a
thought
book.
it was coming from indigenous or
No,
something like
no.
Tupi or
It's adapted from English, okay? Like
That's
farol,
amazing. Yeah.
farol. There is a book. It's called The Origin of the Words in Portuguese. And it's so funny, okay? You can read the Jerry Moon. I laughed a lot.
Gag.
Yes, you can read this book and find.
I'll search it.
There are hundreds of words, okay? But I remember just a few. And of course, the others are not funny, but these ones are especially funny. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I wish I could go to a for all.
Yes.
Yes.
Good old days. Only to finish, I'm going to read the last one so I can do it fast. Oh, I know that it's only October, but I guess it's plausible to snow later. Plausible means something that is possible to happen, but not likely to happen. Understand? There is a great probability, but it's not probable. So we say plausible. Okay? Passable, it's not the correct word because passable is practically similar to Portuguese. If you say, how is his English? Oh, it's passable. That means he can communicate, making some mistakes, but it's passable. Understand? So the best possible word that fits in here is plausible. Plausible. Okay? Well, thank you very much for watching my class. I hope you have learned at least one new thing. Okay? And I hope to see you tomorrow.
Yes, Gerimundo.
Yes.
Gerimundo,
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
Bye-bye.
good evening.
Good
Bye,
night.
everyone.
Tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Thanks for all.
Tomorrow.
See
Good time.
you.
Yes. Thanks for all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, bye.